Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am doing a first right now, which is I will be casting a game I have not yet watched. So I'm bringing you a master, Jaco Blocks playing another master, Sal Good here, and so I've not watched this and I don't know what's going to happen, but these are two high level players going at it. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what they do, and I will try to keep you abreast of all the action as it unfolds. Fast forwarding a little bit, see what their opening game is doing. We see Jocko with a pylon, normal thing for a protoss player to do, scouting around looking for the enemy base. See, slow it down for a second. Let's see what our zerg is up to. It's moving out with an overlord and another scout to check out the map, see what's going on. Looks like spawning pool is going up. He's got 9 workers. Maybe we'll see some early pressure with this. Fast forward a little bit more. See, back to our Protoss friend. We see that it's the last position he is scouting, and sometimes I myself, I don't always scout if I know where the zerg is. That's what I'm primarily interested in finding out. But when you're as good as Jocko is, you want to find out information. So you see that he's actually looking in here and probably counting the workers to find out what kind of a pool he's dealing with. And meanwhile, he himself has got just a regular opening here. He's blocking in a little bit, doing a little bit more scouting. Not sure what else he's looking for. Maybe a gas. Doesn't see anything, so now it looks like he is pulling out. Or no, he's still milling around a little bit. Oh, here comes a couple zerglings. He's gonna bring him back into the base, and he sees the expo, so now he knows that it's gonna be 2 base play from the zerg player. So probably not gonna see a Baneling bust. Probably gonna see some kind of roach or muta. Maybe Ling attack, upgraded Ling attack. One of my least favorite. Looks like they do manage to catch up to that probe, but they're not going to get by the powerful zealot standing there. So just continue to see. There's still a zerg scout in the base, but not much that Jocko can do about that at this point. Let's go back over to our zerg player, see what he's up to. Looks like he's still making a lot of workers. Let's look at the production tab. Yep, just making more workers, more overlords. Jocko is making a sentry, warp gates. So you can see that he's got some scouting all around the base. The zerg player's got scouting all around the base. He's aware of what's going on. Let's go back to see what Jocko's doing. He's still just working with 1 gas in his main. Now he's got a sentry to block the gate if he needs to. Looks like Jocko's going for a quick expo. The 6-minute mark. It's fairly quick, I would say, for a toss player. Maybe a small risk there. But if it pays off, it will open up a whole new world of opportunity. Let's go back to our zerg player. He's building some defense. Doesn't have an army at all at this point, but he's probably storing up some larvae. Let's see, we can probably check. Well, looks like he's just got 4 larvae. But he sure is building up that defense, so let's see how this all unfolds. Back to Jocko, and he's got a massive amount of sentries, and I think really the best protoss players take full advantage of the sentries, because those force fields can really split up. I have no idea if he's going to use them, the force fields in this game, but the force fields can really split up the zerg army and pick them off one by one. Should be a huge help to the in any of the battles. So we're still seeing just some regular warp gate units from Jocko. What's our zerg player doing now? Oh, he's getting a spire up. Not sure what sentries can do against mutas, so that could pose a problem. Let's look at the income tab. Looks like our zerg player's got some pretty good gas going. He's going to be able to pump out a whole lot of mutas here pretty quickly, so I hope that Jocko's ready for this when these mutas he's also getting some metabolic boost for his zerglings. They'll be a little bit faster, and he's picking up a third expo. So meanwhile, Jocko, he's just still looks like he's getting out a robotics facility. Maybe we'll see some I'm not sure what we're going to see out of that. It'll be interesting to see what he makes from there. Probably some scouting, if nothing else. He's getting some upgrades, some ground weapons upgrades. Comes a little scout in the base. And here we have 8 mutas on the way. Mutas are so overpowered. They're so fast. They're so good at harassing. They're so good at just causing all kinds of chaos for your opponent. And between the mutas and all these spine crawlers, it's going to take a pretty good push to knock through all this. So back to what Jocko's doing. Oh, we're going to see some Templar Archive units. That'll be interesting to see how those handle with mutas. Alright, switching to everyone. I want to see these mutas as they unfold, as they come. Look at this. What great vision. Of course, he's a master, so he's going to try to have map control. I'm kind of surprised. Jocko's just resting content here and sitting on 2 bases. Probably has a pretty good plan, knows what he's going to do. But he's got a strategy to that he thinks he can pull off here with just 2 bases. And our zerg player, whose mutas haven't done anything yet. They're just not even sure where they are. There's one right here, but he made 8, so I don't know where the. Oh, here they are. Oh, I wonder what they're doing back here. That's an interesting place for the mutas to be at. Surprised he's not over here harassing the probes. Well, here comes a observer. He's going to scout and see what's going on. See what Jocko learns about the zerg base. Oh, he sees the mutas. What good timing. Wow. He saw the mutas. So he is going to be rushing back into his main here. And these mutas are in for an unpleasant treat. Sometimes that just happens. It's amazing how many times both players will be on the move at the same time. And looks like mutas are gonna stay and fight. Kind of surprised they don't pull back. Doesn't look like. Maybe it was pretty close. I don't know. Maybe it takes so long for these units to come in and out of the front door. 5 more mutas are on the way. Level 1 upgrades. Got some Ling melee attacks coming. Look at all the stuff Jocko's researching. He's got ground armor. He's got the link coming on the way. And the mutas are harassing again. He's going to build some cannons back here to try to deal with this harassment. So, well, what else is our zerg player up to besides harassing? He's going to take a 4th base. 4 zerg bases against 2 protoss. I'm not so sure I like that idea. But We do have lightning on the way for Jocko, as well as armor. In terms of army size right now, it's pretty even. Pretty even. Our zerg player is pretty much all mutas. And here they come. That's a lot of mutas. I don't know. Jocko's ready for him as well as anyone could be, but what are the range of a muta? Range is 3. Okay, well that's going to be a problem for the mutas as they engage these. Oh my goodness. This does not look good. Let's see how he handles this. Let's see how a master handles some significant muta harassment. Of course our zerg player doesn't know what's coming up the gate here. And the truth is, if he had pushed that attack, I'm not sure who would have come up on top. It would have been pretty close. I don't know what sentries can do against mutas. I'm kind of hoping to see what happens if there's a big battle here with the mutas and the sentries. Well, he's just coming over here to do some scouting or something, but there's nothing here. I'm not sure how our protoss player is going to get map control back. This really isn't looking that good, I don't think. We've got a bunch of zerglings on the way. Let's see here. He's got 22 zerglings on the map already, 26 mutas against only, well, I don't know. Seems to me like our zerg player might have an advantage here, but looks like he really wants to take down the Templar archives, but he's not going to get to do it before he gets some damage by the High Templars themselves. So lost a handful of units there. Our Toss player has actually the bigger army. He made an immortal. It's an interesting unit mix. Not sure how much information Jocko has actually about. Well, he does have his. He does have one observer over here, so he has some idea of what he's facing. Interesting unit mix. The Protoss units are just so expensive, so powerful that it doesn't look like a very big army to me, but it's a very valuable army. So here comes a big harassing push. One problem that Jocko's had is he kind of choked himself out of his main. Looks like the mutas are just going to go for a quick kill here, kill a bunch of the probes, and they seem to be pretty successful. So if we look at the income, 66 to 45, not terrible, but the gas, look at all the gas the zerg player is getting. The zerg player does have a significant amount of minerals. I'm almost surprised he doesn't. He looks like he's trying to max out his army, and it's, wow, it's really maxing out quick now. Wow, he's got 31 roaches on the map. And oh my goodness, I'm missing a big battle. Let me rewind it just for a second. Looks like Jocko decided to move out. It looks like the mutas are coming up from behind, or they're coming up from the top of the screen. The mutas are engaging. It's a very powerful army. It's like he's almost storming himself. Just try to kill off the mutas. My goodness. It's hard to storm those fast-moving units of Zerg, I'm sure. It's interesting that he has this war prison here. I wonder if that's so he can bring in his reinforcements. Looks like Jocko is Oh, the force fields go up. And, recharge his shields a little bit, possibly. Get some terrain advantage here. He walls off. It's very interesting. It doesn't really seem like anybody won that battle. Our toss player still has the bigger army. Looks like he's trying to use that terrain advantage. Trapping in the zerg units on near the high terrain where they can't escape. Using those force fields so well, it just really can win the game for you. Definitely can win the battle for you. So, wow. Looks like suddenly our zerg player is low on minerals, though he's got plenty of gas, and Jocko's going to back off, at least until he gets these reinforcements. Look at all these upgrades our zerg players get. Oh, 2 Ultralisks! Oh my goodness. But will it be enough? The army size is so one-sided right now. One thing that I think is difficult about playing in zerg is they have so many expos. It's just hard to kill off that many units. Simply just not easy to do that. It's not easy to kill off 4 expos, and by the time you kill off one, it seems their reinforcements are regathering. And Jocko's doing all of this just on 2 bases, but look at his minerals. He's just so far ahead in minerals right now, and army size. So, well, Jocko's making it look really easy to defeat zerg. I know it's not this easy, but he sure is making it look easy. He's really taken 4 base zerg to task, and even though the zerg player has 54 harvesters, so only 45, his income is so much more. It's just hard to believe that just seems to be having his way right now, running around the zerg base. But there's so much defense everywhere. There's still some spine crawlers, and the zerg army's having a hard time gathering all together. But this tossed army is just twice the size, even though it's a little bit banged up. Still going to be able to do a lot of damage. Blinking away from the Ultralisks. That is some fancy micro. Wow, that Ultralisk goes down without hardly taking a shot. I have a feeling that the zerg player is going to tap in here. Wow, what a great game. Jocko shows how to really take it to the zerg player, and I think it really was due to his micro that he won. Ultimately, I think his jumping up on the high ground, using those force fields, really gave him a huge advantage. A lot of his units are almost dead, but keeping them alive, blinking around. I think the use of the blink and the force fields, and getting rid of those mutas was beautiful. I think he even stormed himself a little bit there. I think he might have been better off maybe without storm, but I think Jocko knows what he's doing. So that was a wonderful game. Good job to our players, and hopefully I'll get some more excellent games between Masters up for you all next time. Take care. Bye.